Gunner. Let me see if I can get Gunner to... There he is. Hi, Gunner. Gunner. He gets so excited now whenever I reach for the selfie stick because he knows what's coming. And so today, the purpose of my video was to talk about hydrogen, the spiritual gas. But before doing that, I have a number of things to bring up, and first of those is a shout out to some of the creators on YouTube that have been very inspiring to me. And Ari Star 333 family, she designed a meditation for me that I just practiced, and it brings out such creativity and so many ideas. Lune, you uploaded a video today about love that caused me to meditate on that subject and receive some inspiration. Serena Grace, you shared an idea about the fear that can come with spiritual awakening and really altering your life based on your spiritual awakening and how fear can arise from that. But the idea is that you can transmute that fear. You can alchemize it into power and excitement. You know, when you're on the spiritual path, what you used to feel as fear becomes powerful excitement. I love that idea. Thank you for it. And then I came across a channel called Raw Sexuality. When I saw the name of the channel, of course I had to click, find out what it was about. And it's a spiritual channel. And it's about the spiritual power of sexuality and how that too is transmuted for the highest good. And it is positively polarized and drives creativity. You know, creativity in our lives, in what we do day to day, but also creativity of human life. And I look forward to exploring that channel. I have not subscribed yet. I better subscribe. And the creator of that channel offers one-on-one services. Of course, I tend to seek those sorts of services out a lot. I guess I'm grateful that I have the abundance which allows me to do that. I mean, it allows me to meet somebody and to get to know somebody and to receive wisdom and guidance from somebody. And it's hard to resist doing that. And like I say, I'm grateful that at the moment I have the abundance that allows me to sign up for one-on-one discussions with people. All right, you know, there's more shouts out that I can think of, but, well, let us talk about hydrogen. At least the thoughts that I have at the moment about it. You know, it seems to me that a person could write an entire book about the subject of hydrogen as a spiritual entity. I mean, so hydrogen is one of the first things to come into existence after the Big Bang. I mean, at first, well, we don't really know quite what exists right away after the Big Bang. I mean, we certainly know it's energy. We certainly know there's a lot of order at that time from a thermodynamic standpoint. And, in reference to yesterday's video, that perfect order at the time of the Big Bang is pure good. Pure positive polarization. There isn't even any entropy yet. But as entropy begins and time begins to flow, we get a lot of neutrons. I mean, we have neutrons in their pure form under conditions of extremely high pressure and density. And then as the universe expands and there's some space and the pressure starts subsiding a little bit, the neutrons, many of them, will divide into protons and electrons. And that is where hydrogen is born. And so we have a universe that is almost 100% hydrogen, the original gas. And then, due to the remaining pressure and density and gravitational effects arising from all that energy and all that density, we form stars. Big, bright, blue, fiery stars. And then we create the other elements. But hydrogen still remains. And it still remains to this day. Whether it be certainly plenty of it here on Earth and certainly other planets. But hydrogen is distributed all throughout the universe in empty space. And as the universe has expanded and the temperature drops, we get to witness another property of hydrogen. Its bosonic property, meaning that it can spread out. A Bose-Einstein condensate. And so in the far reaches of empty and cold space, hydrogen kind of settles into a state more like a field than a set of particles. And of course, many would argue that it's all fields, right? Particles are just manifestations of fields. Well, hydrogen tends to settle into that resting field state. And so you can't even say where a hydrogen atom is and where it is not. It's basically everywhere. It basically spreads out to fill the empty space. And then here on Earth, well, hydrogen plays a role in almost all of organic chemistry, what makes us up, the animals and the plants. And it seems the most magical properties of hydrogen come out in the water molecule. And water is its own miraculous substance with its profound spiritual properties. I mean, it makes us up. We came to be, we were first created within water. Water is what sustains us. Water is what cleanses us. The magical properties of water, a lot of them come from the hydrogen. If you've seen a water molecule, it looks like a Mickey Mouse hat, and the ears are the hydrogen atoms. And it is the angle of those ears that gives the water those magical properties. So, those are some preliminary thoughts about what is so magical about hydrogen and why I see it as a spiritual thing. I guess another thought that comes to mind is that of all atoms, hydrogen is the only one that physicists at this point are able to write an analytic eigenvalue equation for. The only one where the Hamiltonian can be written in an analytic way, at least last time I checked. And it is very special indeed to have an equation in science that is analytic. What I've learned is that a lot of the time we have to do number crunching. We have only approximate solutions to our equations, and we have to use our powerful computers to make the next best thing to a solution. And it works for what we've been trying to do so far on this earth. But the eigenvalue and the Hamiltonian equations for hydrogen are special things. And that, to me, points to the profound spiritual nature of hydrogen. And it is my hope that we can think and talk about hydrogen in particular, and other things certainly, at this institute that I'm manifesting right now. And maybe it will be hydrogen, maybe it will be some other ideas, maybe it will be hydrogen and some other ideas that we can actually use to bless the 3D world with some amazing technology. Maybe at the Institute, these meditations on the spiritual nature of hydrogen will somehow cause the invention of a technology that can create fusion. I know that there are such technologies in a fledgling state. Apparently it is possible to do. Somebody showed that 4, 5, 6 years ago, that these are possible. And imagine that, if we could harness the power of hydrogen fusion, like what occurs in the stars, in the sun and the stars, to supply ourselves with energy. what an abundance that would be. And since abundance is such a prominent part of spirituality, I think that that will occur. And so, yeah, you know, I am very optimistic about us coming together, discussing ideas, whether it be the hydrogen atom or any number of other wonderful ideas within the realms of science, philosophy, spirituality, and what might come of it. And, you know, one of the limiting beliefs about this thing is, you know, my subconscious mind and my ego asking about, well, how are you going to do this, especially in the physical world, without a whole bunch of money? Well, I mean, money is one form of abundance, and I can envision the existence of investors who do have a good deal of abundance, seeing our institute as a wellspring of powerful ideas that may, in fact, bring a massive return on an initial investment. I mean, this is possible. And there may be those out there who can see it. If you are one of those, let me know. I'd like to speak to you. And of course, I'm going to need somebody to help handle all this abundance and organize it and keep it orderly so that we can make the most of it. All right. And this video today, well, so many ideas. Ari, your meditation has really brought an abundance of ideas. But I'm going to have to hang it up for now. What are we getting to? 17 minutes, yeah. The dog is tired. Can you hear him? It's a little warm out here. But before I go, again, I will announce tea time for August the 3rd. That's a Saturday, 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And I'll ask you to do the math for your own time zone. And that I don't have any subscribers from the opposite side of the world, but I have some in Europe, and, you know, that'll be evening for you. Afternoon for us here in the U.S. I'm excited for it. Fortunately, we have some participants, and yeah. So I'll have the email up there above my head like I did in the last video. Email me. I will send you the link. And then at 1 p.m., it's a Google Meet link. And at 1 p.m., you click on it. I'll see you there. I'll click on you. And we'll be having a talk. And it's a chill, relaxed, safe, non-judgmental environment, positive environment, where maybe we'll talk about deep and profound things. Maybe we'll just chill and talk about whatever might come to mind. So yeah, I'd like to wish you the best and love and light to all who have seen this video. And if you are new here, please subscribe. Please like the video. And I'll just express some gratitude for what I observe in YouTube. YouTube seems to at least have the space and potential to be a very spiritual thing. And I'm grateful for that.